Everyone, and we're back with a quick snippet. We're going to talk about our next favorite when we're under our church announcements umbrella. Our next favorite is not on network television, but you can find it on YouTube.
Yes.
And it's called Preacher's EXES.
Yeah.
And this really hit home and kind of like warmed our hearts, because this is a side you don't get to see. You don't get to hear the wives, especially ex-wives, tell the truth about someone that the whole church looks up to. Because you know that's a no-no.
Exactly. And we just gonna go ahead and they did two scenes, which was, the first one was dealing with issues of unhealthy relationships, and then the other scene was, why didn't the man of God love me? So I'm gonna put it on. Go answer that.
Because that wasn't the man God had for you. Because for one, when I'm sitting here listening to everything, and we're back with a quick snippet. We're going to talk about our next favorite when we're under our church announcements umbrella. Our next favorite is not on network television, but you can find it on YouTube.
Yes.
And it's called Preacher's EXES.
Yeah.
And this really hit home and kind of like warmed our hearts, because this is a side you don't get to see. You don't get to hear the wives, especially ex-wives, tell the truth about someone that the whole church looks up to. Because you know that's a no-no.
Exactly. And we just gonna go ahead and they did two scenes, which was, the first one was dealing with issues of unhealthy relationships, and then the other scene was, why didn't the man of God love me? So I'm gonna put it on. Go answer that.
Because that wasn't the man God had for you. Because for one, when I'm sitting here listening to everything that you said this man of God did, he wasn't even a man of God. So that's why he did not love you.
I agree. But, I can really because, I really want this show to get on network or get on webisodes, because I'm into the reality TV thing now. But what these ladies on the Preacher's EXES are giving me is real.
They're putting the real back into reality.
Exactly. And that's what I like. And see, people don't like real. They want a little, whatever, love and hip hop stuff. Like, no. I want the real stuff. I want to know people like, I think it's Rochelle, who she talked about having her husband who was gay, and having unprotected sex, and basically exposing her. That's real stuff. There's so many women going through that, and maybe men going through that with women who are hiding their sexuality. And
is it Siobhan or what's the
Sharon Griffin? Yes,
she talks about being afraid to even take an HIV test, even though she knew she was faithful in her marriage and her relationship, but she knew that the infidelity was going on, so she didn't even want to know, because she wasn't ready for that. So that is real. That is what's going on right now.
I'm gonna jump in this real quick. Why I want this show to make it, and to at least to be on web so people can help this, because Sharon, her story right there about taking that HIV. I had a friend. Let me tell y'all this real quick. I had a friend who I worked with. Her husband came from the, forget it. She married this guy. They were here in the United States. Husband turned out HIV positive. I was just talking to her. We were talking on the phone, and then I brought up the subject about, getting tested, and she just broke down crying. And her exact words to me was, "Oh my God, I've been trying to talk to my first lady about this, and she won't have time to talk to me. And when I talked to her about this, the one thing she wanted to talk to the first lady was to tell the first lady, he still wants to have sexual relations. I don't, blah, blah, blah." And the first lady told her, told her something. Yeah, that's your husband, and basically you been sleeping with him already, so why you gonna stop doing it now? I'm like, she told you that? She didn't tell you to use protection? And my friend said she was just like looking with a stare face like, oh, okay.
Now do you understand why we're hurting?
Exactly. And now do you understand why I want shows like this to get on? Because what Sharon Griffin went through, that's what a lot of women are going through. Right. And it's like
the church will turn on you. The whole church will turn on you. You have no one. So not only are you feeling betrayed by the person that you thought God sent for you, now you feeling betrayed by the whole congregation. You're just shown out, and what's shown out is just it makes you want to commit suicide, like one of the ladies said. You sit and you just put on the floor and you just cry out for attention of any kind.
Yeah. One of the ladies did talk about, she said she had some liquor there and with some prescription pills, and she took a picture, she went over to the guy and said, this is what you made. Yeah. And it's like, I don't agree, giving somebody that much control, but I think when it comes to a lot of churches, it's like, submit to your husband here, your husband that, your husband doing this, your husband doing that, he's the man, you submit to him and do whatever. If your husband decides to walk away, if your husband dies, if your husband decides, this ain't what I want to do no more.
You want to be with a man?
What you gonna do?
Other than
that's all I'm asking.
Give him
what you
best,
gonna do? Give
him the best going away party that you can ever throw.
Exactly. But here's the thing: what you gonna do? I mean, that's why women got to be empowered. Going back to school, getting your own stuff, having your own job.
Exactly. Just knowing. And see, this is what I liked about the women. They were on the couch. They were able to be vulnerable with each other. Nobody had to put up a facade. Nobody had to check anybody. Nobody had to do all like this and say, oh, well, you stupid for that.
Exactly.
Everybody said, and they tried to make the other lady feel good. Made her feel good. Like, okay, we know he cheated with a guy, but they all cheated.
Exactly.
So no one tried to make anyone feel bad. And what I want to happen is, again, heal. Able to cry it out, go through your emotions, go through your 7 stages of grieving, but know when it's all over, it's over, and stop living in the past. Stop giving hurt so much power and give all that power to healing. And that's what we need to have a relationship with ourselves. So when things don't work out, whether it's your job, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your child that doesn't want to listen and just keep turning to drugs and you're losing them to the streets, you give your all, whatever. But at some point, you have to say, you know what? It's okay. And I'm going to be okay because I love myself.
Exactly. And, that's the one thing the churches don't teach people how to do. Most churches, not all. I know, I don't know every church. But they teach, give it all. You got to give all to the community. Give it all to everybody else. You got to.
You don't leave. You don't leave a marriage. You don't.
If you don't take care of yourself, man. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah, if you don't take care of yourself, your mind is going to leave way before your body.
Exactly.
So, whatever. And I'm all for working through it. I'm all for love will conquer everything. But let me tell you, if you getting your behind beat up and down the stairs, love ain't going to conquer nothing.
And one of the ladies, and I told you, Lynn Littlejohn, who is on the show, the one with the red hair that you like. She is living her life now. I watch her YouTube videos sometimes, and she talked about her videos being therapy. That I guess her husband, I think, or whoever she's with now, she told him that it's like therapy, because when you've been suppressed for so long with you can't wear makeup, you can't wear this, you got to do this, you're in a little mold, and when you get to a certain age or you get to a point in your life and you feel like, man, I've missed all this time.
Yeah, and that's what's going on.
Thinking that doing these, monotonous rituals made me closer to God, and that was just tradition. And it's like, it didn't take all that. And there are some people who, they make you think that if you come to our church, you got to do this, you got to be, we all like this. It's like a cult, man.
And sometimes even that devil alone will bring you closer to God.
Wow. And I don't know. It's just some, what did you say, the devil? What I didn't get what you said. What the devil and what?
Sometimes that devil is the person next to you.
Oh, the devil, okay, next to you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can go out.
And that's why you're not going or reaching your full potential.
Exactly.
Because you're with the wrong person.
Exactly.
Because you're giving all the signs to leave and you ignore them.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's too late. It could be too late because now you're 65 years old. It could be too late because now you're dead.
Exactly.
Because you did not listen. Or you're dying slow because, like the lady said, you knew at 3 weeks into your marriage that you should not have done it.
Yeah.
And again, we're not here judging because we're not going to do that. A lot of people know they should not have done it, but to save face,
yes,
or to keep people from talking about you.
Yes.
Or, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what you're going to say about me. I am going to live my life how I see fit. I don't bother nobody. I don't hurt nobody, and I'm not gonna let nobody bother me.
Mm-hmm.
When I know it's over, it's over.
Exactly. And you ain't gotta wish people bad.
You don't have to wish people bad. You don't have to talk bad about them.
Exactly.
You don't have to do none of that.
Yeah.
It's just, and it could be over and it can still be cordial on top of which.
Yeah.
Every relationship that ends doesn't have to be, you know, evil or,
Exactly.
you know, drawn out or all of this. Sometimes things just don't work.
Exactly. But you know what? I think with these women, what I was happy to see is that they came together. Like you said, it wasn't that, you know, hand pointing, finger snapping type thing, and you stupid and you done for this. And they were there, you know, being vulnerable and healing each other. And that's something that most churches don't do anymore. People can't come. Yeah, that is true.
You have a women ministry for what? For me to come in there and tell you something, and then when I leave, you talk about it? You have it for what?
Wow. Oh, wow. That's the same thing with like prayer requests. People ask, well, I want a prayer request. Well, be specific. What you want God to pray for? No, just pray in general. No, but you be no. If I'm telling you to pray for me, I don't have to tell you exactly what it is. Just pray for me. God knows if you're praying for me, whatever it is, it ails me. Come on, I don't all that. That's foolishness, man.
Yeah, but it was a great
It is.
show.
And again, this is our review on the show, how we felt, how it touched us. We're not telling anybody to leave their churches, leave
Or
your
your
pastorhood.
husband.
Hey, you got to live your own life, and the bed you make, you got the
All
life.
I'm saying is live your life.
Exactly.
Make sure you're living it, you know, for you.
And at the point where these ladies are on this show, from what we've seen, it seems like the first step is, you know, admitting it.
Yeah, and that's with any addiction.
Yeah.
Relationships can be addictions. Relationships can be toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to, you know, be able to admit it. Like, you know what? I made a mistake.
And
it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Exactly.
And I'm starting over. If it means from scratch.
Exactly.
To have, let me tell you something. A peace of mind is worth more than anything money can buy.
Mm-hmm.
Happiness is worth anything money can. Your health is the richest of them all. Sometimes you gotta choose.
And sometimes, I mean, people running in churches. That's why I'd be weary to go to church now, because everybody go to get in relationships. I wear my ring, man. Because, you know, hey, you want to come? No, I don't want to come nowhere.
Yeah,
I know they still come to shit. It's like, but still, it's like, you don't know, to have a peace of mind, no drama, no nonsense, and just to be able to do what you want to do because
when
you want to do it, when you want to do
how
it.
you want to do it.
Yeah, and it's
who
like,
you want to do it
exactly.
with, where you want to do it.
Exactly, man. Living your own life. And, you know, it's a different age now. It's a different time, man. It's a different time. And everybody got to take their own life back, man, and give it to God and let God lead you and stop